Hey, what's up guys? Matt here with Fix Anything Save Money. Today we are going to be walking you through how to replace a carburetor on this Poulan Pro model BVM200FE. So we're going to be walking you through this step by step, showing you the tools you need, which on this replacement it's very easy. We're just going to need a T25 driver and a flathead screwdriver. So we'll get right into the repair. We're going to be using this carburetor replacement slash tune-up kit made by a company called HYPA. You can see it right here. There's our carburetor, and these kits are really great because they come with not just the carburetor but extra fuel lines, air filters, spark plug, priming bulbs, the gaskets, fuel filter. So it comes with everything you need for the carburetor replacement and pretty much also for a tune-up. So I'm also going to be creating a video on how to tune this up. I'll be putting that up on my channel after this video. This video is just going to focus on the carb replacement. And if you guys haven't heard of the company HYPA, be sure to check them out. They make carburetors and other various parts for just about every small engine you could think of. They have a whole wide range of carburetors for all sorts of different engines. So we'll dive right into this video. You can see I took the blower tube off just to make it easier to maneuver this around. So the first thing we're going to do is remove this black cover. To do that, we're just going to press in on this tab and then just lift this cover down. And you can see how it's held in there. We'll take it out. There's a little red tab right here, and that kind of clicks in to that slot right there. So we'll show you how that goes back on and what it kind of looks like. You just kind of fit it up and over, and then you just make sure that that tab is sticking out right there. So you can see the red tab, and then you just would slide it back in like that. So you can see the carburetor that I have on, the little handle for the choke broke, snapped off. So we're going to be replacing the carburetor. Also, it's a good idea to replace it if your engine's running really rough. It starts and then immediately shuts off. It's just doing funny things that it didn't do when it was new. Probably a sign that your carburetor is dirty, needs to be either cleaned or replaced. So we're going to show you the replacement on this. All right, so then we're just going to take out this air filter, and what that's going to do is expose the two bolts holding in this cover and the carburetor and the gasket. So we'll just go ahead and remove these two bolts. And sometimes when you remove these, everything's going to drop down. A gasket could fall out, but that's all right because we're going to be showing you how everything goes back in. Okay, so there's our two bolts. And now we'll turn this over this way. We could remove this cover. And then that exposes our carburetor. So here's our old carburetor, and our cable just came off, but I'm going to put that back on because I want to show you exactly how to take that off. Okay, so to take the throttle cable off, we're just going to pretty much twist the carburetor like that and then just pull this straight out. And you can see how it's got a little hook on it. So then to put it back in, we're going to start with it like that and then just twist it into place. Okay. So now the only thing holding our carburetor on is our fuel lines. And I want you to take note of the way these fuel lines are. You can see this larger diameter fuel line right here. That's going to go to our fuel filter, and that gets connected to the back. This is our suction. This is what brings fuel up into the carburetor. So when we press this priming bulb, fuel is going to come through the fuel filter up this line and into the carburetor, and then any excess is going to come out of this smaller line right here, and then this just terminates about an inch into the tank and it just dumps the fuel back in. Okay, so I just want you to take note of that. So we'll remove these, and this is a good part if you have fuel in your tank and your carburetor is primed with fuel. It's a good idea to put this in an oil catch pan, and just so you don't spill fuel anywhere. So we're just going to take these off, and if these are stuck, that's why I said that you might need a flathead. You might need to pry the fuel line off, or at least get that first little bit of suction broken. and then you could usually pull them right off. Okay, so now we have it off. And then you just want to inspect your fuel lines, make sure there's no cracks, make sure it's not dry rotted. And then we're going to take our new carburetor and we're going to hook it up. Like I said, this back nozzle, the furthest away from the bulb, is going to be our fuel in. So that's our larger diameter. And then our smaller is going to be the return, what dumps the fuel back into the tank. So we're just going to press those up, get them as close to the base of the carburetor as you could get them. And then we're going to put our throttle cable back on. And like I said, you just want to kind of twist the carburetor like that. And then we're putting it right into that hole right there. And then just twist it back. So now our cable's hooked back up. Now we're just going to take our 2 bolts, and you can see there is a gasket back here that kind of came off when we loosened everything. So this gasket would go in like that, but we're going to put a new gasket on, the one that Hypa gave us, and that one is smaller. So then we're just going to pretty much, the way I like to do it, put the bolts into this plastic cover, do that first, then feed them through the carburetor itself, through these 2 bolts right here. And then I'll show you if the camera will pick it up. We're going to be putting everything into these 2 bolts right here. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's all black in there, but this bolt right here, or this hole right here, and this hole. Okay, so we have our bolts in our cover. We're going to feed them through our carburetor. And then we're going to take our gasket and we're going to put that on. And then just kind of fit everything into place, get it into those 2 holes, and then just kind of wiggle it in, and then kind of hold it in place, take your T25, and then just get these bolts started. And then you want to tighten these down evenly so that there's no, nothing gets pinched. So then we're going to tighten our bolts down evenly like that. And then we're going to put our air filter back in. Now, if you're reusing your old air filter, I recommend washing it out with soapy water, letting it dry really well on a windowsill before you put it back in. But this Hypa kit gives you 2 air filters as well. And then like I showed you, to put this cover back on, we're just going to kind of slide it in and then make sure that that red clip is over everything like that. So that red clip is sitting into the cover. And then you might need to just kind of adjust this little knob as you push everything in. So then we're going to take this part of the cover and just make sure it's inside or outside of this red piece. And then we're just going to click it into place. So you can see how it's seated with that tab right there, that tab. And then if you're unsure of the starting sequence of this, I'll run through that real quick. You pretty much press your priming bulb 5-6 times, make sure fuel's priming in the carburetor, and you'll see it floating around in that bubble. Turn it over to start if your engine is cold. Then you're going to pull this about 5 times. You're going to pull this, and then you might soft start and then shut off. Then you're going to switch it over to the run, and then pull it again until it actually starts and runs and idles, and then just let it warm up for a few minutes before you actually start using it, just so you don't cause any premature damage to your machine. And yeah guys, that pretty much sums up how to replace the carburetor on this Poulan Pro BVM200FE. If you guys have any questions at all, be sure to leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If this video helped you out, be sure to give it a like. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out all my other tool and DIY videos. And yeah guys, that pretty much sums it up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.